Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Squier Affinity Stratocaster. Now this one is an HH model from 2021, but we're going to be talking about them in general and 5 reasons you should consider getting one and 3 concerns when you do look at one. We're going to start with the concerns because I like to finish on a positive note, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now these start currently at $260. They've been as high as $280, I believe, or maybe $290 over the last 2 years, but they have gone back down recently to either $250 or $260 depending on where you get them from. So the first thing is, because of a thinner body, some upgrades may require permanent modifications such as routing. So that is an issue with this guitar. Number 2, on every model I've tried, the neck and or frets have been a little bit rough and need a little bit of work, usually with just some triple-aught steel wool. It makes a world of difference on the neck. But that is something you're pretty much guaranteed to have to do. I've yet to pick up a Bullet or an Affinity that did not have a little bit of roughness on the back of the neck. So be aware of that, but it's not a big deal. Okay, number 3 is the price for what you get. There are several guitars out there right now that they give you quite a bit to at least a little bit more for the money and don't cost as much. Now if you are a Fender person and you just want a Strat, Fender or Squier, then these are good guitars. I have no problems with this. Like I said, a little bit of work on the back of the neck and polish up the frets and it plays great. It's got nice low action. You might want to change the pickups like I did, but they are good if you want a Strat. However, if you're looking for the most bang for the buck, these aren't it. Okay, let's get into the positives. Number 1, these are comfortable to play. There's something about Squiers, Fenders, just anything, any Fender or Squier Strat is comfortable to play. Once they're set up. So nothing feels quite like a Fender or Squier, just like nothing feels quite like an Ibanez RG or a Les Paul, whether it's Epiphone or Gibson. There's just a certain feeling to them. So this is very comfortable to play. Number 2, the tuners and the tremolo. The tremolo on this is a 2-point float, and we have sealed tuners with the vintage style split shaft. These work really well. They tune up quickly. It holds tune really well. I was very surprised. So that's a really strong point with these guitars. They do hold tune really well. Number 3 is the upgrade potential. Because it is a Strat, pretty much everything on here there's replacement parts for. Upgrades, it's pretty much the most upgradable guitar on the planet. Now again, you have the issue of the body depth for some of the upgrades, but it is still an extremely upgradable guitar. Number 4, the configurations offered by Squier, from humbucker to HSS to 3 single coils. There's even some additional options out there depending on the price point, but they do have a lot to offer. So they do have some configuration options out there that you don't get with some of the other brands. Alright, and number 5 is the color choices. Squier right now has a very broad palette and it's great. So I definitely recommend looking into these. So overall, these are great guitars. They may not be the most bang for the buck, but if you are looking for a 9.5-inch radius and you are looking for a Strat, then this might be right up your alley, especially in this price point. These are not bad guitars. Like I said, just there are other guitars out there that offer more bang for the buck. So if you're not specifically looking for a Strat, you might want to check out some other options, but if you are looking for a Strat, I definitely recommend checking these out. That's 5 reasons you should look at an Affinity Strat and 3 concerns when you do. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to stay notified. Leave me some comments and suggestions. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, keep playing.